Hello, my hosts, and welcome to another live editing stream. Let's get back into that right now. And here we are. Hold on, I need to get my control chair. Just like with the types, different laws. Hi, New Haven. All right. Sorry if I bumped you. All right. There we go. Let's get into the video itself. All righty. I want a time stretch node here. Like that. Good. Beginning. How have you been? Hold on, I'm going to pop you out for a second. Sometimes when you edit, it sounds like you're making a YouTube poop. True. All right. Been good. Yeah, I've been good too. Let's put thing there. Just like with product types, the inference laws have corresponding functions. We go like that. We put that like that there. Functions in L or in left, which is A to A plus B. Let's move you forward a bit more. In R or in right, which is B to A plus B, and rec. At that point, rec should be finished. How long are you? 129. So 129. All right. Let's see how that looks. There we go. Side. Just like with product types, the inference laws have corresponding functions. In L or in left, which is A to A plus B. In R or in right, which is B to A plus B. And rec A plus B, which is it's a little bit difficult to read that. So what I'm going to do is add another adjustment layer on top of here. There we go. Get that all lined up. Stretch you out. That doesn't work like how I expected it to work. That's fine. We can do it at this level. Or there. Got a little transform node. Now we can use it to zoom in a little bit closer. So the excess space, it's not there, and that means, just like with product types, the inference laws now have the corresponding functions. Is a bit more readable. In L, or in left, which is A to A plus B. In R, or in right, which is B to got to scale that up a bit. So. And there it goes. Oh, do I have to do it everywhere? That's going to be a pain. Okay. More width. More height for the mask. This tells us where each part will affect. Let's actually, what I can do is undo all of that. Okay, take that away. Apply the transform afterwards. That makes more sense. Now that's more readable. Cool. Just like with product types, the inference laws have corresponding functions. In L, or in left, I think that bit where it slows down's a little problematic. Time stretcher. I'll remove that key. Jump over here. And we need to bring this to be earlier. So what we can do is we can go here and look at the graphs. Oh, you won't see the graphs. That's fine. Won't see me. Acting a bit strange. Da-da-dum. All right, let's try that. Just like with product types, the inference laws have corresponding functions. In L, or in left, which is A to A plus B. In R, or in right, which is B to... Oh, I've rendered these wrong. That's a mistake on my part. Hold on, let's go and fix that. And I'm just going to have to pull up Emacs here. Oops. Let's see if Emacs still works. think it should work. Can you see my Emacs? Yes, you can. Excellent. So that should be plus rather than or. So we save that. We will then recompile that. And I'll have to reload that into the system. Looks like I expect to have multiple problems with this one. 3. All right. And we'll go on to there. Copy version 3 into the files. Oh. And load it in. Just make sure everything's set up right. Yeah, cool. There we go. And now that's A plus B rather than A or B, even though the two are actually interchangeable in type theory. All right. So remind me stretch every 30 min. Also, do not do self chat. There we go. Message gets pinned. All right. Let's see how that turns out. Just like with product types, the inference laws have corresponding functions. In L, or in left, which is A to A plus B. In R, or in right, which is B to A plus B. And rec A plus B, which is this. I'll explain why this is called rec. Just like with product types, the inference laws have corresponding functions. In L, or in left, which is A to A plus B. In R, or in right, which is B to A plus B. And rec A. I think I'm going to have this blow up when I start talking about it. So an infusion page again. Move that here. So this is the point for that one. There and there. We have that go like that. Height Just thinking how we do the transition so it's clean. Thinking, scroll back. To A plus B and rec A plus B. That spot. Okay. That and that. These little red dots are keyframes, so they'll be the start of the animation, which is this. I'll explain. And at this point, I want this at the center of the screen, so we'll move you up like that. And that's so it's there and there, increasing the size. That's just a bit more. Okay. That's fine. Yep. We'll have that spot. Okay. You set that. And that blend affects how much of a thing gets used. So if we scope the blend down, these will fade out. All right. Good. A plus B, which is this. I'll explain. Actually, that looks pretty good and it's now easy to read. What I want to do is something a little bit more. Just like that, which will get this, which is this. I'll explain why. Cool. So I adjusted the easing on these curves, which is done on a different screen, which is a problem. All right. How long's our stream been going for? All right. That's fine. All right. Just like with product types, the inference laws have corresponding functions. In L, or in left, which is A to A plus B. In R, or in right, which is B to A plus B. And rec A plus B, which is this. I'll explain why this is called rec and what the pi is doing here in our next hot tea video. But for now, I'll explain it as being you can create a witness for C from A plus B if you have a witness of A to C and a witness of B to C. I think this makes sense. You have to have a function to be able to handle each of the potential types that could be in our sum type. In functional programming language, I do actually like yeah, that's a good way for it to go away. In functional programming language, this function is often called either. I'll capture in what I'll do is later on I'll do a stream where I go like that. A to B, B to C. Awesome. So I could just record that now since I've got OBS running. Let's go to studio mode, There. All right. That one. Cool. Let's cut across. Just gonna actually just briefly hide myself. Cut across. All right, let's go. There, all recorded. All right. Now, what I can do is go in, copy that into the screen and use that for our next bit of capturing. You'll live in video. Videos. Okay. Plonk that one down there and plonk that one to there. Good. All right. Type in. Let's see if this button will work properly. Nope. Why is that inserting there? We've got the auto track insert set to that. Oop. In functional programming language, this function is often called either. We have reached the point where we have a... Oops. Did I bring audio with that? And is the audio bad? In functional programming language, this function is often called either. We have reached the point where we have a system of logic and propositions. Okay. Point where we either. All right, I do actually have to remove you. Unlink selection. Take away the audio. And we're going to make this slightly faster. So it will fit into that. Change clip speed. Let's make it like that. In functional programming language, this function is often called either. All right, perf. Oh, just a little bit more faster. Okay. Oh, really? Okay, we can trim that off then. There we go. We. All right, that's going to be our chapter break. I think it's probably a good time for me to, yeah, have a stretch. Stretching time. Stretching time. Time for me to stretch. Time for me to bend. Stretching time. Stretching time. All right. Marching on the spot. Yeah. Oh, you got a job. Excellent. All right. Let's go here, switch. Oh, that's why that was doing that. Let's split this off. Alt Y. Ah, undo that. Undo that as well. Did that split? No, it didn't split. Okay. There we go. All right. Ah, yeah, we do have Wendy's, I think. Or at least we know what a Wendy's is. Okay. Move that out of the way. Bit more space. Go here. Copy. Insert new ones. You'll auto track selector set on. Good. Linked, please. Let's do that again. All right. And here we write equals predicate equals the quality type. Just do that. Is that how you spell predicate? Spell check. It looks right. Get rid of you. We're going to mark that for a chapter break. Quality types. There we go. All right. Done. We have reached the point where we have a system of logic. Yep. Right. Yeah, point where we have a system of logic and then proposition. However, at this moment, we don't have a way of getting information from the element level up into the proposition level. For that, we're going to need predicates. A way to ask information. All right. That we there. Oh, copy that there. Now, if I push, nope. How about if I push? Okay. Now I push that button. There. Just trying out how things work. Okay, got the wrong thing. So it doesn't know about, if I go like that and then say, so it's always the clip. Okay, that's fine. How about if I unselect that? Then it doesn't know what to do. Not a problem. All right, copy, paste that, which gives me my blackboard back. We have reached the point where we have a system of logic and proposition. Okay, I'm just going to bite into this carrot. Hmm. We have reached the point where we have a system of logic and propositions. However, at this moment, we don't have a way of getting information from the element level up into the proposition level. I guess we illustrate that. I'm not sure how I'm going to do it though. Although, that being said, I think it's probably time for me to end the stream because I've run out of ideas at the moment for further editing. We'll come back to it. Let's just get back to my main room. Thank you, everybody, for joining me as I worked on my video. As always, thank you very much for watching, and I hope you will come back tomorrow when we'll be playing some Stellaris. As always, thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you later. Goodbye.